Is investing in copper bars and bullion a good investment? Well, when people think about investing in metals, they're typically considering gold and silver, the precious metals. Copper, though, is considered a base metal, which is abundant and much less costly. Doesn't sound as sexy, right? But let's not dismiss it too quickly. Copper has a value tied to its practical uses in electrical wiring, plumbing, roofing material, and a myriad of other building materials. Given the global push toward clean energy, which copper is a significant part of, its demand isn't going anywhere soon. So there's a case to be made for copper as a long-term investment because of its essential role in infrastructure, especially if you're bullish on the industrial sector and urban development. Growth in emerging markets could also mean a higher demand for the metal. Plus, investing in physical copper can be a hedge against inflation, much like other commodities. However, there are a few things to bear in mind before you start stacking copper bars in your Portland loft. First off, copper is bulky. It doesn't have nearly the same value density as gold or silver. You'd need a lot of space to store enough to represent a significant investment value. Secondly, the price. The price per pound of copper is substantially lower than gold or silver, which means it's not typically used as a wealth preservation tool. The market is also more volatile compared to precious metals, adding a higher risk factor to your investment. Furthermore, there isn't a large collectibles market for copper as there is for silver and gold. So, while you may find some interesting pieces or commemorative bars, they aren't likely to fetch the same collector's premium. If you do decide to invest in copper, you might consider copper ETFs or stocks in copper mining companies, which offer exposure to the price movements of copper without the logistical headaches of physical storage. These financial instruments can provide a more practical route to invest in the metal's economic potential. Just remember, whether it's copper, gold, or beanie babies, diversification is critical. No one wants to be the person who went all in on tulips during the 17th century. Too much risk in not spreading out your investments. And finally, the classic advice applies. Do your research and perhaps consult a financial advisor. Market dynamics and personal financial goals play a big part in determining if investing in copper is the right move for you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to enjoying the verdant splendor of Portland's beautiful parks. Maybe I'll even see some copper in the wild.